Welcome back, listeners. This is the Hit Pause Podcast, episode number 89. You are here with your hosts. My name is Ayman.
And my name is David.
Not bad. And we got a show for you today, don't we? Do we? We might do. Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah, it's a show. It's a show.
It's a show. It's definitely a show. And as usual, we will be giving you some awesome recommendations, what we've been watching on for the week on YouTube, and we've also got a couple of quite interesting channels that are our picks of the week, so stay tuned for that. But to kick us off,
we're here to change your lives.
Ooh, changing lives, that's kind of a tall order, if I'm honest. That's a bit
is that too big
that's
of a
like
objective?
Responsibility.
We're here to tweak your life in terms
tweak
of
it.
YouTube
Yes,
watching.
I like that. We're here to tweak your lives. So to kick us off, David, what have you been up to on the old YouTube this week? What's your watch time? Let's start with that.
I got 12 hours of watch time this week.
Okay, 12 hours.
Which, for me, that's pretty good. I barely get the double figures.
Yeah, that's true. You're a bit of a slacker. I mean, yeah. Anyway,
or
slacker.
just, more socially, like...
okay. Yeah, we're in lockdown, David.
Round.
That excuse is not going to work.
I gotta look down at people who watch too much YouTube. That's my job.
Well, I've got about 15 and a half hours, which, to be honest, is kind of weak for me.
Yeah.
David's is good for him, but for me, that's kind of weak. But I guess what have I been doing instead? I definitely have been watching a bit of Netflix, and I've definitely been playing quite a lot of games. Watching a lot of Twitch.
I've been playing Life is Strange, which is in a way its own TV show.
That's kind of an old game. But yeah, I have found some interesting new channels in the past week. But do you wanna start?
I would say my favorite one that I found randomly, thanks to a YouTube recommendation, is a channel which I'm not going to be able to pronounce, but here we go. Naufal menggambar. You've heard of it.
Oh yeah, naufal menggambar.
Yeah.
What is that? What language is that?
I have no idea, but I just saw a couple of videos, and it's basically, it's a gimmick in itself, but it's a guy who, the hand looks like a guy. I'm gonna go with a guy. Starts off with a word, so Naruto, for example, or maybe I don't know, Iron Man, and he draws a great drawing, by the way. He draws that character with the letters from the word. Oh,
okay. So it's like a creativity channel, like a
yeah. And he's got loads of videos on it, so that would be the main focus. I think he does other stuff, sure, but the one I'll put two, or maybe I'll put one. The Itachi one was such a great drawing, and it wasn't like he just used the letters as just a line, and it was basically more the drawing. Like the letters actually played a part as a different feature in the drawing. It was pretty good. Okay. I'm glad I saw it.
That's cool.
It's got like 3 million views or something for
a
small channel as well.
What's his subs at?
No, I don't know.
Oh my god, David, come on!
I think it's under 1 mil. It's under 1 mil.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty interesting. As usual, all links will be in the description, so check there. So the first one on my list was the Dave Chappelle kind of mini comedy special. It was basically him on stage doing like an open air set, and it's the first time he's been on stage in like 2 or 3 months, obviously because of lockdown and everything. So they had all the chairs spaced out, everybody's wearing face masks and things, and it was done by Netflix, or I don't know if they funded it. They posted it on their channel though. And the set is called 846. So it's pretty heavy. I wouldn't exactly call it, although he's a comedian, I wouldn't exactly, and there were funny moments. It's not exactly a comedy, set.
Segment.
Yeah. So 846 is a reference to 8 minutes, 46 seconds, which is the length of time that the police officer had his knee on the neck. I'm not going to get too much into that because it is pretty heavy, but I do urge you to watch it. It's pretty interesting, and he talks about a couple of things that I wasn't aware of before. A couple of different situations and things that have been in the news previously that I didn't really know about. There are people that are calling it like groundbreaking, history in the making, things like that. And I don't exactly agree, but I think it's good that he put something out there, because he's obviously a trusted voice, right? And he says, you guys trust me. I'm just a guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just a guy. So yeah, it's good he put it out there, and
and definitely worth the watch. The ironic moments are good that he. Well, I mean, that's true, Dave Chappelle, anyway, where he ties it all down to one message.
Do you watch Dave? Have you watched Dave Chappelle a lot?
Oh yeah. Well, loads of his comedy stand-ups on Netflix, as well as his old stuff when he used to be on TV. But,
I've never actually watched anything by him before.
Oh, you should definitely see his last year stand-up.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think it's the 2019 one, but yeah, you'll find it on Netflix. It's pretty good.
I always find it weird watching stand-ups on Netflix. I so rarely do it. I don't know. Yeah. It just seems, I don't know.
But they're sponsoring so many people now. I mean, obviously they have the money, but yeah.
Yeah, they posted it on their comedy channel. They have a whole channel on YouTube called Netflix is a Joke or something. Which, by the way, is
didn't know it was theirs. That's pretty good. I like it. Self-aware comedy.
Yeah.
Love it.
But no, I thought it was good, and it's definitely an important thing to have happened. Pretty interesting, funny in parts. Check it out. It's about 30 minutes. So moving on. What's next in your list? Oh, I've just seen in our doc here how you spell naufal menggambar. That is even more complicated than I imagined. What? Is that his name or what?
The more I talk, the more wrong I'll be. So.
Yeah, fine. Okay. Anyway, what's next on the list?
Could be the style of drawing for all we know. So speaking of things I don't really know, the Bon Appetit editor-in-chief, he had to, what do you call it? Announce his resignation.
Yeah, he stepped down,
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't really by pure choice, let's be honest. There was no way it was going to run successfully unless he did.
Yeah, so this is actually a bit of drama. It's not strictly speaking YouTube drama, but it concerns...
Yeah, but we have talked about Bon Appetit, so...
Yeah, we have.
In our realm, it's drama.
Exactly, yeah. They do have a very... they've got a very successful YouTube channel. But yeah, basically a bunch of the editors and people that make videos came out saying that they've been unfairly treated because they're not white, basically. And particularly it was I can't remember the short word to say it, the letters.
Oh, I know what you mean. Something of color as well.
Yeah.
I forget that abbreviation.
But I think but some they were saying, there's certain cuisines that just are extremely underrepresented because staff and editors and things basically don't want to cover that content because of racism. That's what they were saying. And the editor-in-chief, stepped down and said, I've got a lot of work to do on myself as a human being. I feel bad about what I've done with Bon Appetit.
Oh, man. So there was an apology video?
No, I think it was just a statement. But I would have loved that.
Should have done a video.
He did a vlog style video, on the floor in the kitchen.
Yeah. Hand on face for the thumbnail.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it's pretty awful, honestly. It's I wonder. A lot of the video makers have said they're not going to make any videos until they see real change.
Oh yeah.
So and that's a shame because I love those videos.
Started off with they're not going to make any videos until he steps down as well.
They did also say that. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it's good. It happened. It just seemed to happen so quickly. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. And that's also getting its own flack. Claire, for example, obviously she's one of the more popular chefs.
She's the most.
Is getting how come you're only bringing up toxic culture now? Now that stuff has emerged rather than before.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but it's so unfair. It's that's the way that the internet is. It's somebody does something good, it's never enough. Nothing is ever enough. It's always, well, why didn't you do it before? Well, why didn't you do this? Do more? Or you gave 10,000. Why didn't you give 100,000? Just take it at face value. She's made a stand. That's good. The guy
it be the
sat
starting
down.
point.
That's good. Okay, we're making progress. It's progress. Progress is progress. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Don't expect that kind of drama from. It just seems really dumb as well. Like, why wouldn't you want to do all kinds of like wild recipes and things?
Dude, the views.
But like, I'm sorry, but you're gonna get views if you're the only channel with a Peruvian traditional dish on there. Like, it's gonna be doing pretty well, and if you keep that rolling, keep making them, you're gonna get more of a viewing.
Imagine if Chef Ramsay only did British food. You think you'd be Chef Ramsay?
Exactly.
I love the videos where he goes to like random societies and just like learns their cuisine and tries to make a copy. And even if it's not good, he appreciates that he's going to be judged and judged fairly, and he just gives it a go. Like, I love this.
Yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, people kind of like that channel for the characters. There's Claire. Everybody loves Claire.
Exactly.
Everybody loves Brad. And all the other guys as well who aren't as quite at the forefront. But it just seems like dumb. It just seems dumb.
I can't pronounce this editor-in-chief's name. Is it Rappaport? But then even that sounds kind of funny. Yeah, it's spelled like that, but I think it's.
I don't know. And then also I do also. Somebody pulled up like an image of him at a fancy dress party back in, I don't know, the 80s or something. Yeah,
cancel culture. I don't like bringing stuff from so far back.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I feel like the world has moved on a lot, even since like the 80s or 90s even. So I don't know. I feel like bringing that kind of thing up is just pointless. Like, look at his actions today. Obviously, his actions today weren't good.
On just that.
And judge him on that. And based on just his actions today, he should have stepped down. But I don't really feel like he was dressed up in a racist costume 20 years ago really like factors into it. But
I wonder what would happen if like Mr. Beast had a photo like that emerged. I think he would have more backing than Rappaport.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, Mr. Beast shows no signs of racism or being a bad guy right now. Is like the opposite. So he's got enough goodwill, but this guy doesn't seem to. Okay, so next to my list is Caleb City, who I'm not certain, but he must be an ex-Viner because his videos are just pure Vine. He basically makes very short, comedy skits, like usually 3 minutes or less. He's got about 3 million subs now, so he's doing pretty well. And yeah, they're just really, really funny. The one I'm going to link is my favorite. It's when homie's choking on something, but it's fire. And you may have even seen it before. You most likely will actually even recognize this guy's face because he gets all over. He's been on he's made TikTok videos. There's people that have remixed his stuff. He's been in tons of compilations. I'm sure I've seen him in. And yeah, the homie choking one is just fun. Some guy's choking and it makes a bit of a beat with his cough and some guys like mixing it.
Yeah.
So actually
I was glad you showed me.
Well, it's kind of a catchy tune, to be honest.
I've seen him featured in other people's YouTube videos, and he's always been the standout. He is hilarious.
Oh, really? Like who?
I was actually trying to search the guy's name, but I only found it in TikTok. I know I shared it in our like group chat a while ago, but it was when he was playing as the passenger in a car that got pulled over, and he was like shouting at the cops, "Why are you pulling me over?" And he went into such character about screaming like, "What, you want to shoot me? Shoot me now!"
Oh yeah, I remember that. And then his mate, that was him.
Yeah.
And then his mate's like, "Whoa, bro,
dude, I was just saying you were speeding. No. We're ready to die.
Yeah.
We're ready to die.
And his mate's looking at him like, what? Yeah, that's a
Oh,
really
man.
funny
I'm
one.
gonna try and find that video and I'll put it in the description.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's a classic. That made me laugh.
All right, give me the next on your list. I've got one more on my list before we go to the picks of the week.
Yeah, this one would be my last one as well. So I don't know about this video, but I was also on my homepage out of nowhere.
I'm intrigued.
Someone called Mars. She does YouTube videos that are like just her playing games and obviously her reactions or her live streaming it.
Girl gamer.
And she played Red Dead Redemption, many parts in that set of videos, but there's one which is her most viewed and standout is she is crying at the death of a character and like she's proper like sobbing. And like that's cool. Like that, you know, a game can do that. I know it does it for some people, but it just brought me to think, one, I don't think I've ever been that emotionally invested in a game that when I see a character go, it hits me like a movie or like a book. I was curious if it has to you.
Yeah, I'd say it has, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what ones. I mean, Last of Us, definitely, I remember being very emotional at the story. Actually, in particular, this game's super old now. I forget spoilers.
Oh, Walking Dead, actually. The first Telltale one. I don't know if you ever played it. When the guy died, I actually did feel that.
I don't like the Telltale games.
Yeah, but The Walking Dead is their main one that made who they are. It is a good one. That's first season.
No, but the Last of Us, the first one, where there's a moment towards the end of the game where you come to like an old hospital or something, or an old zoo, maybe. No, I think it's hospital, and there's giraffes walking around. That have obviously escaped from the zoo because the world's gone to shit. I remember being very emotional at that. That was good. Good moment. But yeah, I'd say yeah. You know.
It was a good video. I mean, I don't know, like I can't like say, oh yeah, I recommend a video where someone's crying, but you know.
What game was it, sorry?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, okay. That's unlikely.
I mean, I watched it was like it's a 1 hour 42-minute video, but just go towards the end. And yeah, I could see that there's some deep storytelling. I don't know much about the game, but it did seem like they
I did
put
not.
in
Yeah,
work.
I didn't know there was it seems more like a blockbuster kind of vibe, but sure. Interesting. Fair enough. So the last on my list is actually from a channel that we've talked about before, Jarmo 985. Did we do a whole episode on Jarmo?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so Jarmo, he kind of was a YouTuber and he transitioned to just doing Twitch, so live streaming. And on the whole, yeah, he plays games, but his whole thing is he's people have described him as the anti-streamer. Like he doesn't play games, really. That's what he does in between events. He does events. He goes like overboard on things with stream. For example, there was a stream where he live streamed getting into a hot air balloon and traveling all the way to Las Vegas because he was moving house, and his way of saying, you know, hey, I'm moving house, this is the event, I'm moving house, was to do this like outlandish, ridiculous thing. And he lands in the desert. He's literally in the desert live streaming, and he hired an Elvis impersonator to just play music randomly behind him, and he's like acting like he's dying of thirst and stuff, and he's in the desert, and there's just this guy it's just he sets up these completely bizarre situations that are just so they're so extreme. It is just you've never seen anything like it in terms of live content on Twitch or for YouTube. So he has a second channel and where he posts like highlights and things. And the one that I watched actually earlier today, it's actually like an hour and a half long. He put on an entire one-man show, like a carnival show. an entire one-man show, and he streamed.
Carnival.
Yeah, he streamed it all live. And what he had was he had all these robots set up so that the people watching live in chat could control the robots from chat. So chat was saying like, move the robot up, move it to the left, and it would do various things like shoot balls and things. So he had all kinds of carnival games like knocking over the cans. And so chat's basically trying to aim this robot to knock over the cans. And then he also, one of them he did was those like dunking machines where the guy sits in the chair and you've got to hit the ball on the small circle and he gets dropped into the water. He did that as well. So chat's like trying to aim the ball live to get him to fall in the water. Man, it's just hilarious. It's just so kind of what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, so much effort has gone into it, and it's just completely ridiculous. Like, how he had all these different games. He hired like all these people to put this thing on. He had an entire carnival set up. Well, not an entire carnival, but like 10 different carnival games set up. He hired clowns who were like, they're making balloon animals, and they made like 10 balloon animals of just dogs, because it was just like ridiculous, just so absurd.
The beast of streams.
Yeah, really, really good. Really recommend checking some of his stuff out. I'll link the one in the carnival one. It's called The Greatest Show on Earth. But he's basically just a one-man entertainer. That's what he does. It's just unreal.
How long is that video? Is it like a full-on stream?
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half, but it has been edited down. But yeah, there is like there's 6, 8, probably about 8 different games that get played. It's just absurd. It's just like
nice.
The effort and the money that's gone into putting this thing on, and it's just completely ridiculous, but he's just so entertaining just as a guy. It's just it's brilliant, really good. Okay, so picks of the week. David, pick us off.
Am I going first?
You certainly are.
All right, so my pick of the week came again just out of nowhere. Never looked into stuff like this before, but it's called Sailing La Vagabonde.
Sailing La
Must I say it again?
Sailing La Vagabonde.
So I reckon that is the La Vagabonde is the name of their boat. So it's a couple who dropped everything once upon a time, don't know how many years ago, and said they're gonna get a boat and they're gonna live on that boat and they're gonna travel wherever they want, and that is their life completely nomadic and on the move. On the ocean. Really?
Oh, they've got a kid and everything as well. I just saw.
Yeah. They got like 1.4 mil subs. The other couple I think are called Elena and Riley, and they're Australian as well. But this is the point where I tell you, you've been clickbaited, because I'm not going to talk about this channel.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Yeah, that happened. I just put that there because they got the most subs. I didn't see them first. I actually saw a channel called Sailing Kitawak. Or Kitawaki. Let's go with that. But they're just like the channel I described. They're a couple from here in England, and they did everything themselves as well. They dropped everything, little experience in knowing how to even anything about boats, let alone sail them.
Really?
And they were working remotely, trying to fund it, and they're a lot smaller. Like, they've only got like 40k subs compared to the 1.4 million of the other channel. But I saw them first from that, you know how YouTube on the Explore page had the Creator on the Rise thing?
Oh, yeah.
So that's how I saw them. And it's basically like video after video, vlog after vlog of them learning how to be sailors, like how to deal with the storms, the tides, all the issues that anyone would have completely on sea. And the fact that they've done it with just like wiki guides, like there's videos of them just going on the laptop and like, how do we do this, and like solving it there and there. And then they take like scheduled breaks, so like at night somebody has to be on alert because their boat was so small at the start. So this is like 2.5 years ago, and it's a great journey to watch. They got like 92 videos at this point. And yeah, it's just good to see some people who've dropped everything and given their all.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and their names are funny enough, Elena and Ryan. So I don't know.
Oh, did you say Elena and Riley before?
And yeah, exactly. So
Whoa.
they have similar names. Elena's the same, spelled differently. Riley and Ryan. It's like, oh,
interesting.
Yeah, must be something in the name. But yeah, they've done pretty well, and the reason why, you know, you'll see the difference between the La Vagabonde and Shidowwick. Because I think they're a little more nervous in front of camera. It's less. The camera quality is worse, and like it's a little bit less entertaining. But I love the from the ground upness of these two.
Nice. That's actually so cool. I just skimmed a couple of the videos, and I gotta say, like, I want to go to the sea so much right now. Obviously, lockdown and everything, but I just love the sea, and basically, yeah, and periodically through the year, I'll just get an absolute craving to go to the sea. I would love to sail a boat as well.
Yeah,
going on boats is so fun.
Yeah, I do definitely appreciate how they've done it and what they've achieved in it. Just like the Australian couple, like their Patreon and like, you know, views that they can get helps them go along, because, you know, you can't really have a full-time job, so to speak, and have that life or that lifestyle. So yeah, sailing Kitawaki. How did you say it?
Kitawaki. I'm kind of slightly guessing, but I think that's probably right.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend them. It's just a good wholesome stuff. They have some good music choices because, you know, you're on sea, so like if you're gonna make a video, it's gonna be a lot of like sea montages. Yeah,
that's true. Your music needs to be on point.
Yeah, because if we're gonna look at the ocean, we don't want it. Sure, the ocean sound great, but you know, after a while, we're gonna need some music to add to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, good channel.
Okay, so my pick of the week is actually in a way kind of similar to Caleb City, in that it's just a one guy making comedy skits. So he'll always have several characters, but they're all played by him. And the name is LA Turtle. You may well have seen some of his videos as well, but he's got almost 500k subs, and some of his top videos, like his most viewed video, which is the one I'm going to link, 11 million views. He's got like 5-6 others that are, you know, just about 1 million views, and yeah, he just does these little comedy skits that are hilarious. They just his sort of style is it just escalates. Just it escalates, and just every sentence is like a twist. Every sentence is a plot twist. Like the main one I really enjoy is dying, and it's just like one sentence, you're adopted. Next sentence, no, you're dying, and then no, we're getting a divorce. No, and it's just like the whole point of them is just complete confusion. Like, they hold together so well, and the fact that he's playing all the characters himself, it just works so well. It's so kind of budget, low end, you know, selfie cam, held at arm's length kind of vibe, and it just like it's just brilliant. They're absolutely hilarious. So well done. I mean, the dying one in particular, it's only 4 minutes, and it's more plot twists and what the hell is going on than anything else, but in a just a hilarious kind of way. Really worthwhile channel. Kind of as well. I mean, only 500k subs. I mean, here's one of the comments which perfectly describes it. I feel like I watched 5 seasons of a show in 4 minutes. Like, that's the vibe. It's just quick fire. Like, whoa, what's happening? Whoa, that's happening. Oh, you know, really hilarious. Really well done video.
How did you find it?
I actually found out from Reddit. So Reddit, there's a subreddit called Videos, and people just will post good videos there sometimes. Well, not sometimes. That's the whole point of the subreddit. But yeah, and this one popped up in my feed on Reddit, and I checked it out from there. But yeah, it's obviously not new or unknown. It was posted 2016, and yeah, 11 million views. But yeah, strong recommend to watch that one. 4 whole minutes, totally worth it. Really good. Really, really good.
Nice.
Well, that about wraps us up for this episode. Next week, we have episode 90, season finale, season 8? Are we season
9 finale.
Season 9 finale next week. So make sure you subscribe on iTunes, subscribe on any podcasting app or SoundCloud, or subscribe to YouTube, because we will be posting live video.
Whoa, it's confirmed.
Not live, but we'll be posting video of this episode. So stay tuned for episode 90. It's going to be good.
I can't wait.
Wait, what?
No, I can't wait.
See you next week.
See ya.